Hello, what's going on, guys? Today we're taking a look at a brand newly released survival crafting open world game called Nightingale. It's been kind of anticipating this one. I've seen some good reviews of it. It's an Unreal Engine 5 game, looks great, and it's a survival crafting game with an RPG twist and a sort of a Victorian era steampunky aesthetic. But at the core, it is a survival crafting open world game. The focus of this video will be just to check out the game on my RTX 4090 Ryzen 7800 X3D. We'll be checking out the performance, some of the settings. I've found a couple settings that are very demanding, and you can gain some more performance by turning those off. But before we do that, let's check out the Steam page and the description of the game. So it says, set out on a journey of survival and adventure into the mysteries and dangerous fair realm of Nightingale. Become an intrepid realm walker and venture forth alone or with friends as you explore. Craft, build, and fight across a visually stunning gas lamp fantasy world. And if you check out the videos, it actually shows a bunch of people playing together. It looks kind of fun. Now, I'm still in the tutorial phase of the game. You go through these portals that take you to different biomes, and right now I'm on the third biome. And the goal is to gather some bone and hide and essentially craft weapons and expand on the tutorial, essentially. Now, before we do that, why don't we check out the settings first? So, again, this is an Unreal Engine 5 game. It is a demanding game, as Unreal Engine 5 games are. And we've gone ahead and maxed everything out. I'm playing the game on my 3440 by 1440 QD OLED ultra-wide display. And again, we've maxed every setting out. And for upscalers, we are missing FSR, but we do have the temporal super resolution that comes packaged with Unreal Engine 5. We have NVIDIA DLSS, and with that comes DLAA, the super resolution component of it. And we also get DLSS 3 frame generation. And we also get Intel XeSS, which works pretty good, but we're not going to take a look at that. We're going to focus mostly on native with DLAA. We'll check out DLSS quality and balance, and I'll also show you a couple settings, but one in particular that is very demanding, okay? Let's take a look and see what we're getting for FPS, and I wasn't kidding when I said this game is demanding. I mean, we're using a 4090, and we're not even at 4K. And we're at 70 FPS. So I don't know if you guys want me to check this out at 4K, I could probably do that. But with the ultra-wide 1440, we are sort of in between 1440p and 4K as far as pixel count goes. We're a little closer to the 1440 side than the 4K side, but for me, someone that plays in desktop mode most of the time, this display is perfect. I love this display. I love the ultra-wide aspect ratio. Pixel density is perfect. It's my preferred method of playing games. Why don't we try to get some bones and hide by hunting some of these creatures? And the way I understand it is that once you kill them, you hit them, and then you get meat and all kinds of stuff that comes out of them. Now that we got some meat, we can build a campfire and cook some meat. So why don't we try to kill another one of these things, and then we'll skin it. I'm not doing too good on the health. Ooh! I'm gonna die. Very close. Should I maybe eat? Will that give me health? No. I'm gonna have to be strategic with this one. Alright, we got it. We got it. Oh my god, that was close. That was close. Alright. Let's get the meat and the bones, and then we'll go on from there. Ooh, man, if you hit him in the head, that does a lot of damage. I guess that makes sense. All right, let's skin this one. I think this should get us to where we need to be. There's the bone. Get some more sticks. So I would like to craft a cooking station. There we go. So after crafting the campfire, you just add the resources. Then if you interact with the fire, you add fuel to the fire, which makes sense. You ignite the fire, and then you interact with the pot, and that's how you make roasted meat or whatever, which is what we're going to do. We'll let that cook, and it actually cooks pretty quickly, as you can see. The berries actually cook quicker, but that's okay. I guess that makes sense. We seem to be getting around 70 FPS at native, 3440 by 1440. Yeah, I mean, the game is demanding. You do get some... I wouldn't say this game has a stuttering problem, but the first time you launch it or the first time you enter some of these new biomes, you will get a little bit of a shader compilation step, I suppose you could say. It's an Unreal Engine thing. I wish they could have done away with it with Unreal Engine 5, but it still seems to be an issue to some degree. But anyway, let's make that capelet, shall we? I'm going to go to our guidebook, and it should be here somewhere. Capelet, there we go. Craft. I'll show you this setting that actually is very demanding in this game. It is the effects setting. Now, if you pay close attention, we're getting around 70 FPS. If we were to go to the effects setting and then go from ultra quality to performance, that's basically, it's almost like you're messing with DLSS, but that's basically what it is. Think of this as a low, medium, high, and ultra high. That's essentially what it is. But we were getting around 60, 70 FPS. We're at 80 now. So this is the one setting where you get the most out of lowering the quality setting. The other settings you don't really gain that much. Shadow you do gain a little bit, and I believe shading you also gain a little bit of performance back. But other than that, the other ones, it's very small. This is very typical with Unreal Engine 5 games, where the best way to gain performance is essentially to use upscaling. So let's go back to ultra quality and check out DLSS Quality. We'll go from DLAA now. So we were running the game natively and using DLSS as a form of anti-aliasing, which actually makes the game a bit more demanding. Now with DLSS Quality, we'll be rendering from a lower resolution and upscaling to 3440 by 1440. And by going to DLSS Quality, we gain around 20 FPS on top of that 70, and we seem to be at around 90. So let's get what's in the pot and acquire Essence Dust. Now, Essence Dust is gained by essentially breaking down materials in your inventory, I believe. So let's check that out. Let's check out this pieces of wood extract, and we got 2 Essence Dust. We need 3 more. So why don't we cut down a tree and extract more essence? So here we go. Go, and we'll extract some more. 4 more essence dust, and there we are. Now it wants us to repair an item. I guess we just go to inventory, hit repair all, and there we go. Return to Puck. So this is the guy that takes us to different dimensions. He's like a fey creature, a magical creature. I think this is making me choose where I want to start. Why don't we go with the forest? I think we're going to have to find the... Is there a map in this game? There is a map in this game. What is that? There's the portal. So that's how you travel in this game. You find these portals, and then you go through them, and they take you to a different biome. Okay, so 1% lows aren't great. Although I am excited to check the game out on my 7900 XTX, because Radeon GPUs actually do pretty well on Unreal Engine 5 games naturally. Usually, they do. But there's still some games that do better on NVIDIA and some that do better on Radeon, actually. I've had, like Immortals of Avian, for example. My 7900 XTX was pretty much almost matching my 4090. So I don't know how that works. You would think all Unreal Engine 5 games would be sort of equal in that way, but they're not. Not really.
Remain vigilant while the realms
So let us go through the portal. Nothing. What the hell's going on? I've never seen this before. Uh-oh. There we go, some combat. Uh-oh, I'm out of stamina. Out of stamina. I should have ate some meat. Let's eat some meat. Oh, that looked delicious. It's a juicy steak wrapped in, Uh-oh, healing salve. Get over here, you piece of shit. Okay. Why can't I go through the portal? Venture into the realm. Here we go. Finally.
realm walker.
So I
Your
think the
path
tutorial's
forward is
over, guys.
winding and full of
This is it.
terrors.
Pretty demanding game, huh?
Save your soul.
We're not even at 4K,
Survive
and
the
we're at
realms.
70 FPS with a
And
4090.
rebuild all that
Jesus.
has been lost.
The game does use Lumen, though. There is ray trace reflections in it, and there's also screen space reflections on top of that as well. This seems to be our starting area, I take it, as far as crafting, where I will begin my gameplay. And what I'll do is I'll carry this over to the 7900 XTX, but there you guys have it, 70 FPS with maxed out settings on a 3440 by 1440 ultra-wide display with an RTX 4090 7800X 3D, and 90 FPS with DLSS set to quality. Why don't we try frame generation as well, because we do actually have that. I never really use frame generation much because I don't feel like I need to use it, but there we go. We seem to be in the 130s with frame generation. And the game actually looks very smooth, except for that little tiny stutter. That didn't feel very nice. But yeah, it's extremely smooth, the visual fluidity. As far as latency, I guess, gameplay feel, it feels like, you know, 70, 90 FPS. It feels pretty good. It feels really good and looks very smooth. Yeah, I do like the graphics in this game. They look pretty good. And I do like the fact that it's got some RPG elements into it. It's got like a cool universe. In some ways, it reminds me of, I guess, Dishonored. I don't know if it's just that Victorian era steampunky architecture that you see, or the way your character looks like. Look at this character. They look like straight out of like a Bethesda game from 7 or 8 years ago, right? Which is fine. Nothing wrong with that. But it is an interesting game. Just another survival game in a sea of them. But anyway, guys, I think that'll be it for this video. I just wanted to make a quick video just checking the game out because it just released, and it is a genre that I do enjoy, especially in co-op mode. This is definitely something I do want to jump into at some point. Right now I'm too busy playing Helldivers and Persona 3 Reload. But anyway, if you enjoyed the video, give it a like and subscribe for more content. Leave your comments below. Let me know what you think. If you have any suggestions or anything like that, I would like to hear about it. Anyway, I hope you have a good one, and bye-bye.